Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Trails to Daybreak 2. In the last part, we took part in a big old grand cook-off of Langport's restaurants. We helped out an issue with some sabotage, exposed the fraud, and all that kind of fun stuff. We got one more force PG we gotta do before we sort out what our real objective is. So, what we got here? Langport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner, and the Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. And considering Heiwi is luckily busy with other matters of the matter at the moment, you thought it best ask for your help. Alright. Nah, I can do that. Hey, mans. Are you Manao that sent out the Force PG request? I see you got Hiren with you too. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Manao with Red Star. And you brought Aaron along. That's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what's this I hear about the Dragon Chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up until yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question actually. What exactly is a Dragon Chariot? Oh, right. I suppose if you're not from Langport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Heiwi invest large sums of mirror into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. Then they show it off at the Lunar New Year Festival to impress anyone with eyes. Just to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Heiwi is. I hear that in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around, though, luxury orbital cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you can think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auctioned off? Then I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into the theater today. We were actually having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out of huge investment. And that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Heiwi. Is there any way you can enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? Well, what do you say, old man? Let's see. Yes! Alright, we'll take the case. Heiwi is not really in a good place to deal with this right now, and I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of orbital cars myself, I didn't want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. But I'm with you. We can't just let some two-bit thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. It's an incredibly expensive vehicle, after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. This may not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? Let's see. The chassis base is one of the Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. Then you've got the embossing work from a first-class professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. The manufacturing cost alone would be 30 million mira. 30 million mira! Can't believe someone pays so much for a single car. And when it comes down to time to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There's no doubt that the thieves will be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I imagine they may need to use the money to fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Alright, first things first. I need you to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moments you can think of where the car could have been stolen? Yes. You see, the Red Star crew started moving into the theater about 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Unfortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. It prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. Oh, what happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. They were so busy dealing with them that there was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. An audit from the revenue service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. And right before Fan Lu just got arrested and false charges of tax evasion. Makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud, too. But you gotta admit, the time's pretty suspicious. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the Colonel knew the Revenue Service's exact schedule, or perhaps... I'm ashamed at our lack of vigilance, but because there were so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't? Don't you think you should have given them more clear instructions? You guys are the ones in charge, after all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. We just need to take it slow and trace this path step by step. Let's get to it. Missing car! How the fuck did you get the car inside the theater? That's what I want to know. Sup, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, there's people with you, aren't they? Yeah, we just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. We heard you heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right? Yes, I have. In fact, I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry, I really don't have any idea when it was taken. Even the smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice anything? If anything felt off at the time? I think I might have been paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. I assumed it was just an additional servicing that needed to be done, but I was so busy at the time I wasn't able to pay them much attention. That certainly does sound strange. According to Min-Hao, the crew started leaving the theater about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would have been unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. Min-Hao had his hands full with the revenue service right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Yeah, I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. If he played that part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car. I'm so sorry. If I'd paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened. Nah, that's not your fault, Fuka. Still, don't you think if a truck big enough to haul the Dragon Chariot would stand out in a place like Langport? It'd take quite a while to find a place to hide it. Maybe someone involved in transporting goods might know something. Now that I think about it, that delivery guy, Anthony, runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contacts in the shopping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he'd know something. Let's get going then. Alright. Newtown!
Coldest!
Alright, where's this man at? Boo-doo-boo. Hey man. A truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Langport is a harbor city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district about the time you mentioned. And you haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before, renting out storage space or boats? Nah, I can't say that I have. Oh, but maybe. Something jog your memory? Well, remember that warehouse where there was a murder about half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't even want a thing to do with it. But just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Lai Hong, said his company decided to start renting it. Heard they stopped using it though. Was wondering if something had happened. Oh, that warehouse. Guess it makes sense when people would be avoiding that place. The fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. It's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but the truck carrying it too. Looks like the harbors are in the lead right now. Let's go see what we can find. Man, of all places, why did it have to be there? I remember that. That was a pretty gruesome scene. Shit. That was really gruesome.
Coldest!
Oh, what's going on over there? What's happening over here in the port?
マルドゥック社の運用する高速飛行艇ですね。お兄ちゃん、仕事中みたいですね。
Is he over here? What's going on between her and Kazum? Hey man, what's up? Hey man, if you got time to kill, what do you say to shooting some hoops with me? Basketball, huh? Don't think this hoop was up last time we were here. Yeah, basketball's gotten pretty popular in Langport recently. And these guys like to challenge people to games every now and then. Anyway, why not give it a go? Yeah, I wanna try. You sound pretty confident there. Not that I might, of course. All right, then let's join in for a match. What the fuck is this? You can play basketball? Okay. The fuck? That's what I'm talking about. I'm playing fucking basketball. What is this shit? How to play? The offense is to shoot the hoop. No fucking shit. I know how to play basketball. You know what? It's basketball. How fucking hard can it be? Oh god. Aim for the white line, the meter, and press X to shoot. The closer you are to the white line, the greater your chances of success. And press blah to move left and right to evade the defense. Alright. I've whipped it! Oh, I gotta hold it. Is there really not much to basketball, huh? Oh my god. The bar feels so fast! Holy shit! Press blah to block your opponent's shot. While dribbling, steal the ball at square. And shooting block with triangle. Mine! Rip. Alright. I whiffed that majorly. God, the bar feels so fast. Holy shit. Hey, nice. Oh. I would have whipped that shot anyway. No! Give me that ball. This is not exactly how you play basketball. I fucking whiffed that completely. No! God, it feels so fast too, man. Hey, nice. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. My ball! I'm the basketball master. No! Oh, boo. We tied it up, didn't we? Whipped it. Kobe! Give me that. Give me that ball. Trying to fucking pull a fast one on me. Damn, you got skills. I thought I had that one in the bag too. Well, but loss is a loss. Here's a little something for your trouble. Shield tablets. You sure we're gonna have this? Yeah, I think it was my way of saying thanks for the fun game. Let me up for another round anytime. Just don't plan on clinching another win. Alright. So, there's that. Well, I conquered the basketball game, so that was kind of fun. That. Alright. Oh, there's a treasure chest down here too. Oh, it's a hacked one. What would happen? Are you Lai Hong? We heard you're the guy that's renting this place out. Yes, that's me. So there's something I can help you with. We're in the middle of an investigation. This warehouse came up as a spot of interest. We were told that you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. My understanding is that they found some kind of issue related to Yacht last year's incident. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up, and they said they'd be taking over temporarily. Yet, something else happened. Well, I came by here just a minute ago to take a look, and it seems like somebody else has been making use of it. That shouldn't have happened if the security company is keeping it under lock and key, though. That is pretty suspicious. Hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? That's fine. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we could learn something about from it, I don't see the harm. Ha! I knew it! I'm guessing that's not your company's truck, right? Definitely not. What brought this thing in here? What's the security company up to? Let's hope the Dragon Chariot is still in there. Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse, Vaughn and others quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Fortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. Well, that's about what I expected. This must have been a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the server of the security firm that controls this area. However, there's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there any record of them taking temporary custody over it. It seems like the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter. I can't believe the outmat's pulling over me with such a disguise. I feel so foolish. Oh? Kind of sounds like something about him stood up to you. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Mate gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair, huh? That makes you stand out in a crowd. At any rate, it looks like the thief brought the Chariot into the harbor in this truck and then transferred to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen, though. Let's ask around and see if we can't pick up the trail. Alright. Orbital lock pick! Alright. Begin the breakthrough. Alright. Quickly make it! Woo! Alright. Oh, Lord. Mine! Quintet. Earth, water, fire, and wind arts? What do we got here? Let me see here. Wait, when did I get these? Alter aim, alter vine, alter citry? When did I get these? Healing arts, crafts, that can actually be very good for you actually. Well, maybe not. Okay, no. Yours is better than that. It's way better, actually. Okay. Alright. Quintets. Can be an all-rounder, honestly. Alright. Hey, man. Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, might not be related, but this morning someone I've never seen before came in to charter a boat. Oh yeah? Mind telling us what they look like? What type of boat did they rent? Well, they were a man, middle-aged Navy type, with a little bit of a beard. I think he said he was an officer? No, a lieutenant colonel. I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to be renting a civilian boat, but I didn't really think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Still, it's not like every day you see people renting an orbital sail with a small barge attached. An orbital sail. Those are vessels with an orbital engine that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those engines are only auxiliary, however, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navy guy sounds like he's a target. Did the boat leave already? Yes. I'd barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. Sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? Nah, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we got a pretty good idea of the scale of the scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least now we know the entire sequence of events. So to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing it to the truck theater, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location, they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have business there. Well, we were given two descriptions: a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard, and a middle-aged Navy officer. We don't know what the guy pretending to be the Red Star employee looked like, but do you think they were all different people in disguise? I have heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likeness of other various people, and by himself no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be not careful to discount the possibility that this is the work of a single individual. That's true. Nah, that phantom thief will leave his calling card, and he'll return the shit back too. It is multiple culprits. I've got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really was just one guy, there wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? They were probably only handing off the car to another in disguise, so they'd be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. So, who's behind it? You figured out everything out, have you? Well, the first people who come to mind are amateur thieves. I'm thinking it might be just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with a higher chance of success. These guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think that there wasn't a whole lot of brain power involved. I mean, regardless of speculation, though, they did still manage to get away with it. I agree. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the revenue service had anything to do with them. Yeah, that was a little too convenient for my liking, but probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. They're capable of rudimentary disguise, trust each other, and operate as a small unit and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit that bill? Oh, you mean those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? Oh, those fucking assholes. The Devontae brothers. Yeah, those assholes. This incident certainly does seem to fit their motive. Yeah, you have the Navy guy. You have the businessman. Yeah. Those assholes. And according to a recent search, it seems they were managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. Well, that settles that. All we gotta do is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yeah, they must have taken the dragon chariot to Hailong Chengjai. Most people would tend to keep the distance from the place, but it's close enough to get to with their orbital sail. Shit, that's the last place I wanted to go. Makes sense though. There's a reason Amada used it as their hideout. It practically screams, "Hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude!" But what do you think they're doing with it all the way over there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? That's why I thought Hailong Chengjai gave off more of a stench than the road cave. It's not easy to just tell by looking at a map. But on the east side of Heilong Chenjai, there's a small path that leads back up to the main highway. There is? I mean, the place was used for mining after all. It makes sense that they have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now, though. If they disguise the Dragon Chariot somehow, and while they have it on the Heilong Chenjai, they would have no issue taking it to land from there. That's pretty much the long and short of it, yeah? Damn, they sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Chenjai. Shao, over the eastern quarter's wharf, should be able to hook us up with a boat. Sweet! Oh, you can't just take me there automatically? Fine.
出発いたします。
おや、どこかお怪我でも。
Should have gone to the bar. The bar is a little bit closer. Hey, man. Val and the others in the effort to track down the Dragon Chariot decided to once again travel to the Heilong Chenjai, and soon thereafter... Whoa, look at that, guys! Or was sailing the barge. I knew it. It seemed to just be just you surmise, Mr. Arkwright. How the hell did they even get up? How did they even get it up onto the pier? They probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I bet we'll find them close by. How the hell they even get it up there? Not only is it up the pier, but it's 2 sets of stairs. Alright. 3 sets of stairs, actually. Nice work out there, brothers. If we manage to get this thing bits and bobs and the black market, our mirror wolves would be ancient history. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvar making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could have never done without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else could have thought to get somebody out in the middle with the revenue service? Nobody, that's who. Alright, it's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gone pretty convincing lately. Still, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color every next time. Hey, the hair is just what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. Once they crack open a bottle and have a toast, we deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip out of the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Oh, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Vaughn? No doubt about that. And they even let us listen on their little plan. Nice group of guys you got. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad that's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy into something that actually helps people, others for once? I'm afraid we have a cornered, Devonsi brothers. Turn yourselves in, we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that fooled our plans back in Tharbad. Spriggan? Why'd it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you, the crooks, either. You boys are at the end of your rope. And speaking of your rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you 3 up? What? You really think we're just gonna go back now? You've been in our plans for the last time, Spriggan. You're toast. Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once before. We'll give it a real run for your money this time. With me, brothers. Alright. Alright, Mr. Boy. You're all dead. Oh wait, did I change the difficulty back? Shit, I don't think I changed the difficulty back. I lowered the difficulty again so I can go through the floors in marching guard. I don't know if I flipped it back, but they would have been dead anyway. They had like 3,000 HP. They would have been one-shotted anyway. I can't believe we lost to these bastards again. Sir, my soul, this won't be the last you hear of the Devonti brothers. Yeah, we always bounce back. Just you wait until you get out of prison. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret messing with us, Spriggan. Or maybe you guys could just learn from your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act tough all you like, but that's all about the least scary thing I've heard about all week. Oh, I'll take care of these idiots. Now I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think we can return to our client as is. At least the barge will make it getting you back to Langport a little easier. Right. Let's bring it back to the theater. Huh? What's wrong, Vaughn? I'm just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Like how you're gonna get more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? So the auditing was part of your little heist after all. Oh yeah. The timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is it not all? Fine, if you want to know who our partners in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name. What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. And here I was thinking a connection to some big hot shot. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that he wanted to help us out. That their only condition was what we had to cause some kind of an uproar in Langport, and it had to be today. Said they'd even lay all the groundwork. Wow, you should know how to pick them. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. What is with these guys? For real, you'd think they'd be more angry with the whole thing being used as pawns thing. So, someone's been trying to stir things up in Langport. Bet it's whoever's betrayed the Liu family. It makes sense they were the ones pulling the strings here, too. Anyway, before we return to the Dragon Chariot, we better decide what we're going to do with these guys. It would be probably just be more stress than hay if we try to push them off on them. So, let's try to come up with something else. Let's see. You can do the guild for law +5, police for gray +5, which is kind of surprising that they would go to why the police would be gray, and you can do the Marta Company for +5. Since law is lagging behind, we're going with the guild. Not only are they in prison escapees, but they also stole from a business. If anything, we should probably hand them over to the police. But then, I'll be honest, I'm tempted to turn them over to the guild instead. Why do you say that? Not sure if we can trust the police right now? Exactly. With Fawn Liu getting arrested, it's possible whoever set him up has a plant in the Langport Police Department. Even though we don't know for sure, it'll be risky to trust them with these guys. That's true. In a worst case scenario, us turning them in may just get used against us. So, just to be on the safe side, we should try our best to avoid the police for now. Even if the guild has some restrictions, it'd be a lot better than handing them over to someone who might actively try to hinder us. Alright. Let's return her back to its original owner. There it is. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the Chariot back in one piece. We don't need to worry about the Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Yes, now that we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all. I hope you know how truly grateful we are. It was no biggie, it just did what any fellow car lover would do. Don't you think it's time you got a new hobby, old man? I'm real glad it all worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Langport. It does indeed. In times like these, it's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully it'll help us bring back some sense of normalcy. We'll make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Thank you again for all you've done. Sure thing, there's no sweat. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again. Right. Money! Nice! Alright, so... Okay, Law is pushed a little bit beyond the little peg. I think I need to work on Chaos now, next. Sweet! That's all said and done. Alright. So I think that's all we need to really do. Let me see here. Man.
また来てくれよな。
I want to see something here real quick. There's something I can trade.
さあ、何にする？
Where is it? Oh no, I don't have the scarves! I'm missing one scarf! God damn it. One's equipped. Son of a bitch. I missed a scarf somewhere. Alright. Rip. Alright. All that's said and done. Let's continue on with the story, I guess. Damn it. Alright. Alright, so I need to go over there. Being asked to find someone so exceptionally good at hiding is such a burden. Though, given the situation, I understand why they deem me fit for the task. I'll have to give them a stern scolding when I find them. Or perhaps a scalding would be more appropriate. Alright, now who I need to talk to? Oh, there you are. Why did it trigger now? Like, what the fuck?
こないなところで再会するなんてね。え？あなたは？
って待てや、その声どっかで。
一体ここで何をしてやがる。結社の執行者、ナンバー3、黄金蝶。
いややわ、ルクレツヤか、なんならレティ呼びでもかまへんよ。
Oh, good lord.
見食らう蛇の結社最強の一角と目されている。そんなに怖い顔せんと。知らん中でもないんやし。ちょうど暇してたところなんよ。よかったらお茶に付き合うていかへん？
I didn't even recognize you at first. We have not seen you before the black veil that masks your without the black veil that masks your face. Yeah, but I have. She had on the same exact kimono when I ran into her in Long Lie. It's not as though I have a pressing need to hide my face. I just think it looks rather stylish, as does this kimono. It may not match the style of dress popular in poor Long Lie, but I think it suits me rather nicely. Wouldn't you agree? Ugh, hate to admit it, but yeah, I do. So, what are you doing in a public place like this anyway? Since the end of last year, we haven't heard anything about the society. Not even a peep. I had thought that you meant you'd pull it out of the public, but I guess that was wishful thinking. There's no need to worry. We aren't planning anything. At least not present. I'm actually here on my own accord. Between forces are afforded a great deal of freedom. As long as we do not interfere with the society's overall aims, we can do whatever we please and go wherever we want. You're joking. I did hear Enforcers had ample autonomy, but I'm having trouble comprehending how the society can function with such a measure in place. That particular perk is only extended to Enforcers. The Yongui do not have that luxury. Unfortunately, this is not a leisure pleasure trip in full. I had to take on a rather troublesome assignment. Oh, perhaps I could request your services, like we did just before the Rossi and Death game. You want our help again? Sorry, but the answer is no. Our interests are on the line this time, and frankly, I don't want to get wrapped up in your bullshit. You might not be as bad as the Oathbreaker, but that doesn't make us friends. My, you don't mince words, do you? Very well then, I suppose you do seem to have your hands full, so I won't force the issue. Glad you're so understanding. Now we'll be taking our leave. Oh, I nearly forgot, there's something I wanted to show you. What do you make of this? What? A pedal? Yesterday there was a minor disturbance at a high-class restaurant in the second ward. It piqued my interest, so I took a look around and found this lying in the corner. I think it's quite pretty, but I have not seen a flower like this in the area. Perhaps it got attached to the soles of someone's shoes and fell off? Yeah, maybe so. I get that this isn't exactly a request, but I'll be honest, I ain't exactly a flower expert. Don't expect a report or anything, alright? Of course. Thank you. Until we meet again, Spriggan. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, what's going on with Kazum?
機体の運び込みは完了。演習開始は帝国通りの予定です。
結構。正式配備後初の本格的な実戦演習。いいデータに。
我々もご期待に添えられるよう努めます。
お兄ちゃん、ミラベル、お疲れ様です。
海軍関係者にあのメガネは。
Hello, Mr. Boy.
フェリーダ、こちらに来ているのは聞いていた。バン、君たちとは久しぶりだ。
ああ、去年の異変以来になるか。あんたの方は妹と同じく里帰りしてたって聞いてるが。
はい、毎年新年祭の時期には帰ってきてくれてるんです。まさかすぐにこんな形で会えるなんて。
そうだな。これも炎とアルーシャの巡り合わせか。
そっちの SC の姉さんは直接会うのは久々になるな。
定常の件で世話になっとるし、あんまり久々って気はせえへんけどな。ま、リゼットも無事に合流できたみたいで何よりや。
解決事務所復帰の段取り手伝ってくれて助かりました。
水臭いこと言うんやないで。いつも通りコーヒー一杯でええわ。いやー、しかし話に聞いてたアーロン君に主任殿の妹さんにも会えるとはな。いつもリゼットが世話になっとるな。今後ともよろしく頼むで。
こちらこそです。
メイドのダチって聞いてたが、全然タイプが違うみてえだな。
よく言われます。
裏解決屋の面々。次はコートに出張か。メッセルダム方面の話は聞いている。カトルと興味深い状況に出くわしたのもな。
やれやれ、随分と耳の早い子って。
Yang, Cronkite.
せっかくだ。少し場所を変えて話を聞かせてもらおうか。
More voices. Got it. So they're finally starting to deploy all those fancy new armaments. Guess that explains why Marduk's here. They're here to help with those assault frames get those assault frames field ready, right? It's been several years since the Empire's Panzer soldiers were first developed, but it's taken the Republic until now to make a similar weapon. Marduk and Vern have been working together with our security division, taking the lead on conducting training exercises at each location. The Navy's thinking about deploying some with enhanced waterproofing. That's why they brought along Professor Cronkite. He's one of the original developers, so he's here as a consultant. They can be used in naval combat? It's so cool! Cool isn't the word I'd use. It's freaking scary. The military is getting real strong real fast. I'd do anything to figure out what that president guy's up to. This country's arming itself to the teeth, and I don't like it. At least it doesn't sound like he's trying to go the route the Empire did. That was pretty extreme. Anyway, that Amado legacy matter sounds fascinating. Whether it's connected to the unfolding conflicts in the city or not, I can't be certain. However, it likely bears some relation to your risk management AI's recent assessment, don't you think? Yes, I agree. Oh yeah, that's the thing Reset's employer uses, right? Correct. It's a high-performance AI system used for crisis management. We have it installed in the main terminal at Marduk HQ. It collates and consolidates data on people, geography, history, and economy, and then calculates the danger levels of a targeted area or the threat levels of an entity or organization. Yeah, it's basically the cornerstone of Marduk Total Security Company's main business. Oh, and for some reason the AI assigned Langport the red zone label, which means this place is, like, super not safe right now. And get this, the reason it gave was unknown. First the marching garden hijacking, now this. I totally feel like the system admin, See a feel for the system admin. There are pins and needles over all this. I had assumed it was simply a bug in the program, but evidently Mr. Thorndyke didn't agree. Who? Oh yeah, I forgot about that slime ball. That so? Guessing he sent you and Cosmos Unit here to find out what's going on. Yes, that's right. And as luck would have it, you happened to arrive at the same time. I wish to assess the situation from a new perspective, so I applied for a transfer to Arkwright Solutions and it was readily available. Readily approved. Gotcha. Well, it works out for us having you here. But what's the reason behind the danger assessments? The only thing I think of is... At present, we have no intention of meddling in the affairs of the city. However, we may reassess our stance depending on the circumstances. Nothing that transpires here will impact me or my work, so I have no obligation to help you. That said, if you come to me with something that aligns with my interests, I will at the very least consider offering some advice. You got a stethoscope shoved up your ass, Doc? Okay, well, if we end up needing you guys' help, I'll shoot you a message. Would you mind if we kept in contact and kept in touch, Maribel? Do you even have to ask? We're besties! Hit me up anytime. Oh, and don't slack off on your marching garden floor cleaning duties, alright? Understood.
そのお兄ちゃん演習の方頑張ってね。私も頑張るからバンさんたちと一緒に。
そうか。新年祭での巫女役で得たもの示してみせるがいい。
Something's going on between the two of them. Family quarrel, maybe? Something's going on.
出発いたします。
They're acting funny. At least Fairy's acting funny. Alright. I could really go for a hot bath. I was so tempted to drop by yesterday after we wrapped up work. Yeah, but we didn't have time. And even if we did, I doubt you would have been in the mood for it. I settled for a shower at the hotel, but didn't get rid of the fatigue. Heck, I'm still kind of worn out. In that case, how about we make a quick stop? I believe a change of pace could do us all some good. The maid's encouraging us to slack off? Damn, all of Jehanna's must have broke loose when I wasn't looking.
Ah. 安定の親父臭さだな。やっぱ本当はアラフォーなんじゃねえ。
うるせえな。いい加減偉人じゃねえっつの。てめえもあと 4,5 年もすりゃ嫌でも老けてくるんだからな。
俺は50過ぎても女型張るつもり満々だからな。なんなら論来の時みてえにまた煽ってやってもいいんだぜ。ってな。
やめろっつうの。たくこのガキは。ま、たまには足を伸ばして入る風呂もいいもんだ。お前も少しはほぐれてきたみたいだしな。家族を、てめえの居場所を傷つけられてお前が怒らねえわけがねえからな。前の時みたいに一人で突っ走ったりしねえ分、少しは大人になったってところか。
うぜえな。勝手に見抜いた気になっ
Man,
て
he's
んじゃ
not
ねえ。
wrong.
てめえ一人でできることなんざたかが知れてる。前の時に散々思い知ったからな。
Yeah, got your ass beat.
だったらあんたやフェリたちの手もいくらでも借りてやるだけだ。自分の中の暗い穴に抗い続けて奴とは違うことを証明し続けるためにも。てめえだってその覚悟はとっくにできてんだろ。あと 4,5 年もってのが当然みてえに言えるようになったみてえだしな。
お？たく、このガキは。ま、ある意味似たような境遇同士。お互いしっかりしていかねえとな。
だからうぜえよ。
よく考えたらリゼットさんと二人きりでお風呂って珍しいですよね。
確かに首都では何度かご一緒していますが、以前論来でご一緒した時よりも少し背が伸びられたようですね。
そうでしょうか。自分では分かりませんけど。
まだ13、いえもうすぐ14歳ですか。私には眩しいばかりです。生身だったとしても成人を過ぎると成長著しくとはいきませんから。
そういうものですか。それまでに私自身ちゃんと答えを出せるのかな。
フェリ様？
いえいえ、何でもないんです。それよりリゼットさん、ぜひ教えていただけないでしょうか。アニエスさんやリゼットさんのようになるためにはどんな努力をすれば。
これも思春期でしょうか。
さあ、長湯はほどほどにして、そろそろサウナとしゃれ込むか。せっかくの機会だ。いつかのリベンジをさせてもらうぜ。
我慢勝負はもういいっつうの。言っただろ、サウナは神聖なセッションで。
あれ、もう上がっちゃうのかい？
Oh, look who it is! What the fuck is she doing?
なんで嫌がる？
せっかくだからご一緒させて
Hey!
もらおうかと思ったんだけど。あれ、なんでそんなに驚いてるんだ？
You're on the wrong side of the baz, lady! Hey!
いやー、まさかこっちだと婚約が一般的じゃなかったなんて。
How the hell did she get in there without them noticing? That's what I
あ
want
ん
to
た
know.
ちしかいなかったから別にいいよね。
The hell's that supposed to mean? Ah, yes, I heard mixed paths are a custom in the Far East. Men and women who've never met before, sharing a bath? That kind of thing would never happen in the Central East. Didn't the person at the front desk try and stop you? Nah, I was in stealth mode. I totally forgot to turn off my camouflage when I came into town. Oh, so I thought she got in. I have no words. Anywho, this almond ice cream is amazing. It's just the thing I needed for after that hot bath. Glad I took your recommendation. I'm glad you liked it. Don't you just love that almond jelly flavor? That exquisite velvety sensation in your mouth? It's the quintessential dessert of the Eastern Quarter. If you don't get a taste of this every chance you get, then what are you living for? There he goes again. You done with your dumb sweet rants? Sweets rant? Great. Now let's talk about shit that's actually important. Hey, they're important to me. Now then, we have a few questions for you. Chief among them being, what brings Ikaruga second in command to Langpor? You're not in your usual combat attire. What's with the wardrobe change? Wait, I thought she was in charge of the Ikaruga. Oh, this? I spotted it on one of the shops and thought, oh, I have to have that. Though I really don't know much about the western side of clothing or fashion. Does it look weird on me? Nah, I think it suits you. Well, I guess it's true that you don't stick out as much as in this compared to that battle suit. But that's neither here nor there. Aw, why are you so tense? I'm not here to fight, I swear. This meeting was just a total coincidence. Things have died down with my main gig, so I thought I'd take some time off. I'm here on vacation. Well, aside from me picking up the occasional odd job here and there, a girl needs spending money. Look at you going through life without a single care in the world. That odd job is a bit suspicious enough on its own, but I can't help but wonder what that main gig could be. Does that mean that whatever they were up to in the long lie is finished? There are some things in life you're better off not asking about. Fair enough. Hey, did you just read my mind again? Stop that! You are truly an enigmatic figure. Anyway, I just came to this town on a whim. And it's a good thing I did too. Things are getting pretty interesting around here. Word is that there's been some faction disputes within Heiwi. This whole place is like a powder keg set to blow. Your concept of interesting is pretty screwed up. You realize that, right? What, you get your sick kicks from watching people suffer? Well, when you put it like that, it makes you a little pretty heartless, huh? Nah, honestly, I'm mostly just interested in that foremost fighter person. Oh, right, him. Wish we knew what kind of plot that bastard's cooking up. Not to change the subject, but do you mind if I ask you something? You know any good sightseeing spots here? Or maybe some fun activities? Huh? Well, that was random. Thanks to everything going on behind the scenes, most of all the tourist attractions are closed. I really want to do the eroded cave tour, but no dice. Oh yeah, we did that last year as part of Ashton's request. That attraction's run by Heiwi. Now that I think about it, I don't think they've done any tours since the beginning of the year. Is it possible they're closed for the winter season? No, they're supposed to be running them year-round. Anyway, we didn't come here to be your personal tour guide. If you want one, go ask someone else. Wow, it's so cold. You got a block of ice for a heart or something? Well, I better get back to work. Got another one of those odd jobs to do. Good luck with whatever you're up to. Though I have a feeling we'll be bumping into each other again real soon. That crazy lady's taking a real shine to us, huh? Ugh, she'd be so much less of a hassle to deal with if she was just some battle-crazy idiot. And here I thought this would be a good chance to relax and unwind, but now I feel even more exhausted than before. Same. I wonder what her odd jobs entail exactly. Who knows? No use racking our brains over it. Will I be able to use her in the marching garden later on? That'd be fucking crazy. That'd be sick. I loved she was so. I loved using her in when I was able to use her. She was so fun to play as. All right, I think we've earned all we can from just walking around the city. There are a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum threat levels. There must be some reason for them coming here, now of all times. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI. Didn't they say it labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? But what's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Fawn and poisoned Geen. Not necessarily. Huh? What do you mean, not necessarily? The flower petal is a clue, for starters. She says she picked it up at the high-class restaurant over in the second ward. I thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Langport, right? Yep, and those flowers were spring lilies. They're used at Madison during funerals. It's a rare plant that can only be found offshore at the eroded cave. Oh yeah, we went there on our last trip. This petal is still fresh. Must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of the Lai family. And the Liu family members charged with handling the aftermath. Ah! We assume the petal stuck to either their clothes or the shoes of one of the Heiwi's members. Then that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place? Somehow I can't picture Fauna and Geen strolling in the eroded cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact they're out of action. Okay, I think we know our next move. Yeah, we gotta rent a boat in the first ward and head to the cave. There's no time like the present. Let's go. We will. Alright. And I don't know if that counted as towards the stay, but I'll do it one more time just in case.
汗がうぜえが悪くはねえ。
あ、いっぱい汗が。
Alright.
整ったぜ。
Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we will head off to the eroded cave and find out what's going on over there. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.
そうだな。